Hello YouTube, we're back out here. I'll do a little product review on the welder here and talk about some of the pros and some of the cons of it, and we'll get the handheld camera and I'll go around and give you some details about this welder and my experience thus far, and may give you some facts and you decide whether you want to order it or not. Weldpro MIG 155 GD. It does MIG stick, which is arc welding, and it does a flux core. So it's set up for three things there. Okay, we'll come back with a different camera and a different angle and go over some details. All right. You've seen this welder from my other videos, done a couple projects with it, and I thought it'd be a good time to do a review on it. Just to start with what come in the package. You get a set of consumables. Got a little tool, an extra spring. Got a little tool with an extra spring. And got a couple of rollers. And then some tips that you use, change out in the coupler for the MIG welding. So you got some of that come. They send you this old skimpy wire here. And it's 0.8 millimeter. That's what the wire is. But so it's a flux core wire is what it is. So you have to decide if you want to use that. You got a little converter here. It changes 220 to 110. Of course, it comes with a ground clamp. Comes with a stinger. You see, I've been using that. It comes with that. And of course, it comes with a MIG gun. So you can use that. And then it comes with a manual. It's in there. So they pack it really well. It is amazing how well they have that packed, so it couldn't get no damage. So we'll start with probably the most important part. What made me choose this one. I started out looking at the warranty. This had a 2-year warranty, and but as I got further down and got to reading about it, it wasn't really a great warranty, because here it says after 30 days, period, if nothing's wrong with it, you have to pay the if you're going to do a claim, you have to pay to ship it back. So it's not really a great warranty, but with the price of this, made me go ahead and override my apprehensions, because the one that I'm looking at Harbor Freight, you have to pay at least $70 for 1-year warranty, and then $99 for a 2-year warranty. So I decided to go ahead and take a chance on this one. So that's one of the downsides, is the warranty on it. Prime Weld has a 3-year warranty, and you don't have any problem. It's 3-year across the board. So that's what comes with it. Another thing is the website is wrong. Got an error on the website, misleading, and if that was correct, I wouldn't have bought it. The website says a MIG will take up to 0.035 wire, but that's not true. It really only work with 0.030, and which conflicts with the book. You can go back here and look at the specs on it, and it has a different reading. So that's something, when I got the book, and it says wire diameter in inches in MIG is only 23 to 30. And if I'd have known that, which I didn't find out until after I got it, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have bought it. Because 35 is part of the most common size that most people use, especially on MIG with gas. Of course, flux core goes up a little bit higher, but I don't plan on using flux core because I'm going to use stick. So that was one of the cons about this. And then the other thing is, this is kind of priced for like new welders, people first time welding, do-it-yourselfers just getting in. Most companies that have a chart here, this one doesn't have no kind of chart to help you out. Now you can go online and find some amps, some kind of chart, tell you the thickness of metal. But some of the better machines have it where this machine has been used with what they have written down on the chart. So you're kind of shooting in the dark. Now Miller has a calculator on their website. It's about average. And like I said, it's just general. and so you have to try different things on your machine. But if you buy one that's got a chart on it, it's probably more accurate because it's been tested on that machine, is my understanding. So that's one of the things that if you're new to welding, it 2-year warranty. You have to pay for the shipping after 30 days, and then it doesn't use 0.035 wire. It does not use that on it. So that is some of the downsides. Now, the very positive things about this, it's really lightweight. If you have to use it to take it somewhere, you can unhook the gas from it. Very lightweight to take it if you need to go somewhere. And probably the most important and the best thing about it all is the support. If you call that number, a guy named Joe will pick up. If you don't pick up, you leave a voicemail and he will call you back. I called him on a Friday with a problem I was having with the MIG gun. And I left a voicemail and he called me back. I think it's 7 days a week that they have customer support. And so it was great to talk to somebody that speaks English and you can understand on the phone. And the fact that he called me back really speaks volume about their customer service on it. So that's one of the most positive things. Another con is they're like most companies. I don't want negative reviews. I wrote a real good review after having it and used it once. It got deleted from the website, and then they sent me an email. You know how you get an email if you buy a product and rate the stars. So I wrote another review and saying the same thing I'm saying to you, and they never posted it to the website. I noticed they only got positive reviews. So one of the things, if you're looking into buying this machine, it's not very many reviews on YouTube. That's one reason I'm doing this one. But you also need to go to Amazon, because those that bought it through Amazon are able to leave reviews. And they kind of give you a little more things to watch out for. And one of the complaints is like the MIG wire, the spring. They got 2 springs in it, and it's still not perfect. And one of the reasons it's not, and I'll show you, this is a magnetic deal. One of the reasons that you have problems is because this is all plastic in here. All that's plastic, and all this is plastic. And like I said, the first time welder, I didn't know the difference, but it works for me because I'm not going to use MIG that much. My main thing is going to be stick, so it's not going to be an issue for me. But if you're looking for one, you definitely probably want to get this to be mellow. If you're going to do a lot of MIG welding, and maybe this is set up where you can put an aluminum spool on it. If you're going to do a lot of MIG welding, I would just spend the money and get one that's got mellow here. And like I said, I had trouble. They come with 2 springs, and support suggests that I trim off the weakest spring and see how that works, and then check the way the wire come out. Some of the nicer machines, the wire come down through the top. This one comes through the bottom, which it works, but you can feel it straining when it's turning. And I think it's just the plastic, just can't get it right. Like, this is not a bolt, this is slotted. You put it in and twist it, and it's supposed to hold the right amount of tension on here. But those with the bolts on them, or the nuts, you can get it just right, get that feel for it. But this right here, some of the better machines will have a number or some lines. It's got lines, but you can't hardly see them, so you just kind of have to tighten them down by feel. And but it does well. I've tried MIG and I tried stick, and I put a couple of videos on here showing me doing that. Another thing you probably want to think about is getting digital. You can get some infinite digital settings. You can get it right on target. Here you kind of have to guess. Like here it jumps from 40 to 60. And so you would have to kind of guess what 55 is, 52 or whatever. And then take your little postcard and write it down so you'll have it to keep it. And the same thing on the volt. See, it goes 18, 20, and so you assume 19 is about right here. If it needs a little bit more, you have to just guess where it is. Because it has the 2 buttons, 4T and 2T, which most people lose 2T. This is just meaning once you pull the trigger, it'll just keep feeding wire where you can weld with the MIG. But I only use stick, so it's not a big issue with me. But I would say if you're going to buy one, think about that if you want a digital screen. Then you definitely want to get mellow on the side where you do the tension. And other than that, this one comes with a valve The Yes welders does not come with a valve, and so that's one reason I didn't get one of those. This is a 55 CF tank here, 75-25 mix, and I buy the MIG wire. Got it at a local welding shop. I would suggest doing that unless you've got practice of using other wire like from Lincoln or from Harbor Freight. So I bought this. I'm going to use this. This is flux core wire, but I'll put it in one day just use it to practice with, to get used to the MIG gun and get comfortable with it. But since I got stick, I don't really need that. But I bought it in anticipation, not knowing as a new welder or somebody trying to get into this. But I would suggest there's other brands out there. For what I know now, if I knew it when I made the decision to buy this, I probably would have bought a different brand. I'm pretty sure that Prime Weld has one that's 3-year warranty right out the box and have excellent customer service. And so I think it's a better machine than this one, just about what I read and the response that people give you on those. But I didn't find out about Prime Weld till after the fact. This one I got here and stuff like that. And then with the stringent return policies, I said, well, I can live with it. I'm just going to use it occasionally. But there's a lot of them out there in this price range that you could look at. So do your research. I would say the warranty, the length of return time is very important. And if you're going to use it a whole lot, you want to spend a little bit more money and get one with the metal parts in the inside. Get away from the plastic parts on the inside, because those are going to be problematic if you're going to use it a whole lot. And if you're in a place where the temperature changes a lot, it's going to cause a problem. But other than that, for what I paid for it, I paid $368 for it. It does do stick welding, and 155 is more than I ever need. If I get anything bigger than that, then I just do multiple passes, run a 60-11, and then a couple passes with 60-11, then come back with 70-18. So I don't really need a 200 amp welder. But that's the thing on this one here. Yeah, if you buy this, be careful about the warranty. If you don't write a positive review, they'll probably delete your review. It won't even get posted. I've had 2 of mine not posted by the company, and one of them was sent through an email by the company. So I can't figure that out. But I was going to do this in case you're looking for one. The cables and stuff are really good. They work out great. They got those standard cables that most welders have, and so it works on that. But okay, well, I hope this has helped you out if you're in the market of looking for entry-level welder. This is definitely a consideration. You just have to be mindful of those things: the short warranty, the cost to return after 30 days if you had a warranty claim, and then the plastic parts on the inside. But for me, stick welding, it's going to work out perfect. It'll solve my problem and help me do what I need to do. One of the things I've learned is when I put my ground cable on, do not put the ground cable all the way up to here, because it sparks on this copper cable. You see how it sparks? Going to wear that out pretty soon. So I'm going to be careful, be mindful not to do that. And probably, if this one goes bad, I'll probably end up buying a Berger, I believe. I hear they were really good, even on stingers. And another downside to this one, I think the quality control is suffering, because the stinger was used when I got it. The gas valve was used. You can see the ring where it's been threaded on before. And so I think the quality control is suffering. And I'll put those pictures up where you can look at it for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it, that the quality control. So, all right, if you like these kind of videos, just hit that subscribe button, and you can follow us along. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, have a good one. I hope this helped you. Okay, we got some E6011 332nd here. We're just working on some dirty metal, just testing out the machine to show you how it works. And it's perfect for dirty metal. It very deep penetration, a lot of spatter, very violent. Kind of hard to start, but once you get it going, it'll burn. And so that way I was finishing that rod. All right.
Here's some 6013, and I really like it. It's easy to start, got less spatter, and you can hold the line. I was running this whole rod here. I like it on real thin metal. It does a great job, so it's great for tacking if you want to tack something, just to hold it in place. And so I'm really enjoying the 6013. Some people don't like it, but it works for me. It does what I want it to do. But you see me there, I got a good steady flow. You have to be real careful on the stick. The rod is consumed while you're going across from point A to point B. And so got a really steady flow there. You see the light flashes? That means my arc distance is wrong and it's pulling more amps. But other than that, it works good. I like it very much. All right, this here is going to be the E7018. It's very good rod for structure things because it has a lot of flux on it. One of the problems though, as a DIY person, do it yourself, you have a problem with it starting. It's kind of hard to start. You have to master that. I've edited a lot of video out because they told me about 1 to 5 minutes to get it started. I finally got it started. It burns good. Great thing about it is known as a drag rod. You can just lay it on your mellow and just pull it across. But one of the things that works better when the mellow is real clean. And so you have to clean your mellow. That wasn't very clean, so I was just kind of cheating. But I'm just showing you how it goes with a complete rod. Your hand get closer and closer to the material. I ended up doing it one-handed because I had a hard time starting it, but it's not recommended to do it one-handed. But once you get it going, 718 is great. All right. Okay, the final process is going to be MIG. I'm using solid wire 0.030 and I'm running 7525 gas. I think it's the ER70S6 wire, I believe is what it is. But here, like I said, most things you run 0.035, but this machine won't do it according to the book. So there we are, just gonna put two pieces together. I was trying to weld two pieces together. One is 3/8 plate, and the other one is I think a 1/4 inch, some squares that I had. And it's not proper, I don't have my settings right, but I was gonna tack it there, see how it goes. Hit it with the chip hammer, and then come back and fill in some more gaps just to show you how the MIG works. And it's considered the easiest. You see how it is. You just pretty much have to hold the same distance. Once you get your arc started, just keep going. You just pull the trigger. And the ergonomics seems to be a little bit better than on stick. See here, my temperature was off. So I had to crank up the volts a little bit. Put the wire speed around 300 inches per minute. And then had about 18.5 volts. Usually running about 19 on the real thick stuff, and it does pretty good. But like I said, this is just practice. So I was just running, trying to put a 1/4 inch onto 3/8, and had a little trouble getting the 3/8 to get to melting. And I started doing a circular motion right there. You saw me weaving and trying to get the mellow to get up on the thin stuff. Okay. Thanks.